Question 7 on page 291, carrying on with 20.1, is a mission. It's a mission as far as there's an awful lot to read there. Look, half the screen is the question. Okay, let's just go down to the bare bones. In a training camp, the members of staff take 5 flashlights with them on night expeditions. Okay, that's irrelevant. 2 different brands of batteries are used. Why did they do that? Brand A has got an average life of X hours, so A and X go together. Brand B has an average life of Y hours, so Y and brand B go together. Now, assuming that the batteries run at the same average rate, in other words, one doesn't run out quicker than the other, we have 3 lots of brand A batteries and 2 lots of brand B batteries run for 48 hours and 45 minutes in total. But 4 brand A batteries and 1 single brand B battery together run for 40 hours in total. Form a pair of simultaneous equations and solve them to find the average battery running time for each brand. Okay, the hardest part is actually reading this stupid thing. It goes on forever. Right, this is where we're at here. 3 brand A batteries, and brand A lasts for X hours. So I've got here 3 X's for brand A plus 2 Y's for brand B. See, there it is. Will last for how long? 48 hours and 45 minutes. Now look, we can't have hours and minutes floating around together, but we do know we have 48.75 hours. Alright, let's just write it here so it stands out. That equals 48.75 hours. I'll even spell it for you. I'll tell you why. It's not 48.45. There are not 100 minutes in an hour. You so know that. But when it comes to calculations, you start to flip out. Don't do that. It's 48.75 hours. That is to say 48 3/4 of an hour. Alright? Think about it. So that's one simultaneous equation, and it's really, really ugly. Now here's the next one. 4 brand A batteries, so it's 4 X's, and a single brand B battery, so it's a single Y, all comes to 40. Isn't that lovely? Now, we could double up, of course, and have 2 Y's matching. We can do that. It looks like an easy option to do that. So I'll leave that by itself, multiply by 1, multiply this one by 2, and this is what we're going to get. Let's have a look. So leave this one on its own. So I've got 3x and 2 Y's, all comes to 48 pounds, all comes to 48 hours and 3/4 of an hour. Double this one up, we have 8 X's, add 2 Y's, all comes to 80, not 40. Got to double that as well, haven't I? So that comes to 80 hours altogether. Now we can happily subtract as follows. So good night. 2y take away 2y, goodbye. Let's just do it this way round. So 8 take away 3, 5x's. 80 take away 48.75, calculator. 80 take away 48.75 leaves me with 31.25 an hour. In other words, 31 hours and 15 minutes, but don't tell anyone that. So single battery X should last for 31 1/4 hours divided by 5 on continuous use, presumably. So I'm going to divide that by 5, and I'm going to get 6.25 hours. Look at that. So 6.25 hours. It doesn't ask us to give it in hours and minutes, but I'm going to. So it's 6 hours and 0.25 is of course 1/4 of an hour, 15 minutes. Now I've got to work out the Y. Okay then, so let's shove the X in maybe the bottom one here, because I've got a single Y there. I feel more confident with that one. So in my mind, I'm going to take this and shove this right in there. I'm going to work just up here in this space. Alright, so back to yellows. I've got 4 lots of 6 1/4 hours. That's what the equation says. Plus whatever brand B lasts for, should all come to 40. I don't have to multiply everything by 2. I don't need to do that anymore. So that will come to 40 hours worth of use. I'm going to do 4 times 6.25. I think that's 25, but anyway, just check it. Times 4. Yeah, it's exactly 25 hours. There we go. So 25 hours plus the battery time for B all comes to 40. So Y is going to be 40 take away 25, and brand B will last for 15 hours. Oh, definitely buy some brand Bs. I bet they're more expensive. So brand B lasted for 15 hours. and brand A, which is this one here, right under here. Sure you can't see that, but never mind. You can hear me speak. And brand A lasted for 6 hours 50 minutes. Let's just check I got it right, because you know I get a bit scared with these little wordy things. You know, you miss one word out and you mess up the equation, the whole thing's messed up. So that was question 7. Where am I? 7. Yep, brand A 6 hour 50 minutes. He did want it in hours and minutes by the look of it, and brand B is 15 hours. Oops, let's just put an H there and be done with it. Right, that's that one. Question 7 done correctly. Next one, if you would please, turn over the page, not too far. Right, lollies. This is the lolly question, question 9. It looks like the hardest one because it's the last one. I don't think it's hard at all. Anyway, 2 iced lollies and 3 ice creams cost, so ice cream cones cost $3.50, alright? 3 iced lollies and 2 ice cream cones cost. It's a lot easier than the battery story, isn't it? I mean, it's just a few lines. Anyway, the cost of an iced lolly is C pounds, so lolly is C. So lolly is C, and the cost of an ice cream cone is D pounds. That's good. C and D. Write down a pair of simultaneous equations, blah de blah de blah. Find the cost of C and D, and let's just do it right now. Right, 2 lollies. So 2 lollies and 3 ice cream cones come to £3.50. Again, don't write the pound sign there to get in the way. Next one, 3 lollies. So 3 lollies and 2 ice cream cones, 2 D's, come to £3.25. Right, I've got to find what C and D is. Alright then, nothing's the same. I could multiply by, I don't know, I could multiply the top one by 3 and the bottom one by 2 to get 6 C's, so why not just do that and be happy? So multiply by 3, multiply the bottom one by 2, let's just work over there then. So on the top we've got 6 C's plus 9 D's, should come to £10.50 I believe. So £10.50. Again, no pound sign yet. And the bottom, double up, so 6 C's plus 4 D's come to £6.50. Please note, I'm not using a calculator. Are you impressed? Well, you should be. Let's subtract now, because 6C take away 6C gone bye-byes. 9D take away 4D. That's going to give us 5Ds. And 1050 take away 650 is, I believe, £4. Yeah, £4. So a single cone is going to be 4 divided by 5, and that's going to be, of course, 0.8 of a pound. So 0.80 of a pound. In other words, 80 pence. So a cone costs 80 pence. Right, now sticking with pounds, I know I called it 80p as a final answer. That's good enough for a cone, but I'm not going to put an 80 in here because that would be completely wrong. Or in here rather, the D's. And that would be wrong because the question's given to us in pounds. So what I'm going to do is take this and shove it in any one you like. I could put it in the 3D or the 2D. Let's just shove it in the bottom one here because it's nearer. Right, let's just do the question then. So I've got 3 lots of lollies plus 2 lots of cones, which is 0.80 of a pound, will come to £3.20. 5. Haha. So 3 cones, 3 lollies rather, plus £1.60 will come to £3.25. Take away the 160 from next door, so it's £3.25. Take away the £1.60, and that will give us something. Let's grab a machine. So 3 spot 25 take away 1 spot 6 will give me £1.65. £1.65. So to get a single lolly, it's going to be £1.65. Put the pound sign now if you want to, because no further work is there. Divide that by 3. That's going to be 50 pence plus 15 left over. I think that's 55p. This is me trying to be brave. Let me just divide that by 3. Yeah, 0.55 of a pound, which is 55p. And that is, of course, a lolly. There you go. Beautiful. Is that you spell lolly? 2 L's must be. Lollies is plural. Right, that's 20.1 done with those word videos. I think the word questions rather, which I've used to make videos. I think question 9 is really, really sweet. Question 7 with the batteries was a pain. Question 6 with the cabs was pretty good. Question 5 with Judy's fraction, strange. Question 4, beautifully creative. You had to understand alternate angles, but hey, we've done it, you know, loads of times, and certainly within this unit we've done parallel lines and angles. Then that's all done. Okay, so the introduction or the reintroduction to simultaneous equations has come upon you. I will now prep 20.2, and I'll see you in another video quite soon.